Aries, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate y'all tapping in. If you're Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is Yo Tarot Card Reading. Make sure y'all stay tuned, stay put, and we're going to get right into it with this Virgo full moon. So with that being said, let me just give this deck a handy-dandy shuffle. We just finished Capricorn. Just finished Capricorn's full moon and things of that nature. If you have any Capricorn placements, make sure you head over to the channel and check that out. And I appreciate that in advance. Aries, you're paired up with my Cancerians. So you and Cancer get readings on the same day here on the channel, which is every Sunday and things of that nature. You know, the sun is exalted in Aries. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Just want to give this a shuffle from our last little reading here. And let me know where you're tuning in from, guys. Drop a comment down below. We on the east side, north side, you know what I'm saying, east coast. So with that being said, you know, spring is around the corner. We got the solstice around the corner on the horizon as well. The real astrological new year, etc. So guys, how you feeling right now, Aries? Your birth season is coming up. You're about to end your death season and things of that nature. Do you feel like you were about to be reborn and things of that, you know, about to step into that fresh spring like energy? Let me know. Okay, so we are going, this is a full moon reading, guys, Aries. So with that being said, we have this full moon in Virgo, and the full moon in Virgo deals with, you know, amplifying. Make sure you have your natal chart so you see what house you have Virgo in. I just seen the Virgo Hermit card come through as well. We have Leo energy at the bottom of the deck, mystery confirmation card. And with this being said, I'm actually going to pull the mystery confirmation card nice and early for us here. And it's going to give us a confirmation we need at the end of the reading to kind of tie the energies all together here. I'm going to put this right off to the side. Boom. I'm not going to look at that. Check that out at the end. At the bottom, we see the marriage card, the Four of Wands, a celebration, marriage, right? Union. Aries, this is good. This is good. I like to see that at the bottom of the deck here for you. It's a good omen, as I do see some form of celebration or some sort or form of celebratory energy, right? So with that being said, we see you at the bottom of this deck as well. There you are, Aries. You're right here, Hierophant. I just shuffled this deck first as well, and we stopped with you at the bottom of the deck. So with that being said, I'm going to give this one more shuffle. I like to see, lets me know we're tapped into the Aries energy right now. I do sense a feeling of, it's like relief. I'm hearing good relief, but it's just like it was just a little bit of a moment, a little bit of a slowed down time, but I'm hearing things are going to pick back up as well. I'm seeing a lot of Wands energy come through, so don't feel too, don't write off anything yet, you know? Boom. We're going to split this deck here, and we're going to lay it down. Pause. Aries right here, Prince of Wands. So I'm seeing a lot of Prince energy. A couple of you guys got this Prince energy, which is interesting. I'm not too sure. It seems like there's a lot of similar energy here with this Prince of Wands. I'm hearing help. You may have a younger figure that may help you with this vision or like bring courage to your life here, to pursue something or to take some action, right? There may be a group or network or it's just probably maybe just one or two people. I'm not hearing a big group that just may help you pursue something. And this came out for a lot of people. So I'm hearing there may be I'm hearing people are tapping into different networks and groups and associations that may help them pursue their own goals and etc. Right? Whatever that may be. So let's get into it for you. First card coming out for you, Aries. Remember, the most important part of Triple Three's Tarot is you. With that being said, ooh, is that an 8? 10. Okay, 10. I looked at the difference between the 10 and the 8. But I said it in one of the other readings, like, my bad, because I don't, when I show it like this, I don't see it first. Like, I do see it on the screen, but like I can't read because my camera doesn't like focus. It only gets a good focus like right about here. Depends on the lighting too. So sometimes I miss the term, but Always correct myself, guys. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. Sorry. So with that being said, Ten of Swords, Gemini energy, Airhead energy, Aries. Overthinking. I think you ended a cycle of overthinking. This overthinking used to cause inaction, but I'm hearing you taking more action now. That's why we're seeing this Four of Wands, celebratory energy, the celebration, because you actually are utilizing the information and are no longer overthinking. It's knowledge and action now. Implemented knowledge. Ooh, see? Yup. Fire and earth manifestation. Aries, this is you. This is you. And I do see the Knight of Discs. This is you being able to pursue and actually move forward. So we was leaving off at the Knight of Disc in your current energy, guys, but in your hidden influence. Aries, we have the position Wands card. This is a Two of Wands, which I like to see. Two of Wands is good. Two of Wands is good. I think I mentioned earlier as well with the Four of Wands that this is you actually getting to the next stage. So I know there was some overthinking here towards shifting the situation of the foundation, right? Especially towards something that, develops, financial stability, earnings, etc., like a job, workplace. So I do see a change there, or like a possible pursuit in a new direction, likely a creative direction with all the fire energy, with the Knight and then the Two of Wands, but you didn't have the right information previously, or like the right knowledge or right network, right? It's really like the right people to talk to with the Gemini energy, the right people to talk to and the right places to go, right? And actually have those conversations that can empower you in terms of information, associations in your network, right? So that's something that you realize, you had to get hip on. You said, listen, if I don't have the right people that I'm communicating with, I'm not gonna have the knowledge that I need to actually pursue this thing or to go this direction, walk that road less traveled. So, we gotta align with that. So, boom, that's what you move forward with from the past position here with the Ten of Swords, but you got clear with that and you said, all right, cool. Something ended to where instead of overthinking, you positioned yourself with the right information, the right access, the right knowledge, right people to communicate to, right? So you can actually pursue your foundation properly. Knight of Discs in your current energy. That's what I was saying. That's what allows you to actually go get the thing now. But it's because you have the understanding, right? The mental understanding on how to actually pursue the thing, right? How to make it a form of stability, how to have it as something that brings you foundational energy. So the Two of Wands was the plan. That's like oh. So now that I understand, I actually know what I need to do and what I should be doing, right? When you know better, you do better. So that energy, especially because it's within position 3, vocation, communication, environment, local environment where you travel to, your workplace where you go to, etc., what you're familiar with, etc. Like that can go from, the home to your surroundings, all of them things. So you, with this Aries energy, are the initiator and said, you know what, okay, you got to be the initiator too. It's your confirmation to actually know that you got to be the one to do this thing because you have the understanding. The fact that you know better, you can do better. You can't expect anyone to do better if they don't know better, right? So now you can actually start planning so you can take the action. That's why it's funny because when I seen the Four of Wands, I'm pretty sure I mentioned the Two of Wands that we would see this, that you can actually start planning. So this is good because the celebration of the Four of Wands lets me know that if the celebration isn't being had right now, it will be had very soon because you're already in the planning stage. Position 4, art. This is a Sagittarius card right here, Temperance. Oh, I lied. It's a Fool energy. It's funny. I thought it was a Fool. See, I tell you guys with the lighting, I can never get the imagery right. It'd be like that. Like this look like the art card in this deck. But it is a Fool for sure. But who had the Fool recently? Capricorn got a whole lot of Fool energy, so you may want to watch the Capricorn reading. I don't know if you're dealing with a Capricorn, etc. You don't have to be specifically, but that is definitely significant for you. You know it's important to be open-minded in order to plan for this next thing, right? In order for this next thing to actually happen. You know that you got to be patient. So the Fool energy in position 4, obstacles to overcome for you specifically, is interesting because at the end of the day, you know you're like, all right, open-mindedness is needed. It's like you got to see things from a different point of view. You got to explore things from a different lens, right? But it's a little bit difficult for you to do so. It's a little hard for you to do so, based upon understanding. Like you wanna go for it, but it's as if it's as if you think you don't know enough, or you don't understand enough. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case, right? I don't think that's the case, especially if you do think that's the case, that Gemini energy. See, Gemini energy is more so overthinking towards Aquarius if it was network, but there's definitely something, we're going to look and see for the rest of the spread, where you should be communicating or where you can direct some forms of communication that may aid this understanding, right? Because you're trying to keep like this open mind and be spontaneous. But what is there something that's stopping you from doing that in your day-to-day? Maybe your work thing or your home life. Position 4 is home as well. So Cancerian energy. There may be something in the home that may be stopping you from fully embracing this thing, from fully going forward with this thing. Because the Fool is like the person who's going to jump off the cliff without any consequences, without any worry, without any, you're going to take the risk. But you're not taking the risk right now. But you know why you can't take the risk, because there's something slowing you down right there. Either you in terms of understanding, or something in the home that is stopping you from actually being able to take that risk. So keep that in mind. Position 5. This looks like a 5 of Wands or a 4. No, yeah, it is a 5 of Wands. Yeah, I got the image right this time because the camera doesn't focus on the words. But 5 of Wands. It's a 5 in position 5. 5 is the position of others' perspectives, right? And also how you feel emotionally. 2 Aries cards in position 6. Position 6 is a Venus cards with the 4 of Venus in Aries. It's a 4 of Wands. There's as the best path for you to walk down in position 6, being the completion card, 4 of Wands, the Venus in Aries. There's definitely some sort of what is this right here? You're completing a cycle with something that you're relating to. It could be a relationship in turn. It doesn't have to be. It could be something that a person, place, or thing that you're relating to. Venus doesn't necessarily deal with only relationships or like love situations in itself, right? Because it deals with the energy of relativity, and we relate to everything outside of ourselves. So there's certain things that you're relating to outside of yourself that are coming to an end, that like no longer serve you. It's like ways of action or ways of initiation that you used to relate to certain things that are changing because you're relating to things differently. There's like a new thing that you want to relate to, so you have to kind of end one thing and start a new cycle. You see what I'm saying? But in order for the new thing to come to fruition, you gotta kind of shut down the old. That kind of how you do something. Like if you want a different result, how you did the old thing got you the old result. So you doing the old thing isn't gonna get you a new result. You see what I'm saying? So that's like a realization. You gotta walk down that path right now to realize you gotta do something new to get a different outcome. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different outcome. So you got to ask yourself, what are you doing that's repeatedly the same, and you're not getting a different change, or you're not getting a different, you're not seeing a different, your reality change or a different outcome, right? So that's a very important thing to keep in mind. Others' perspectives here, I do like. There may be people, right, in your life with the Five of Wands of strife. I think they see you setting. It's like they see you trying to set. It's funny because Saturn and Leo is like you trying to set the stage for yourself, for your own, self-expression, creative attributes to be expressed, and to build a foundation around your creativity, right? And this vision, this action that you doing, that what I'm saying, that you love to do. It expresses. There's this form of action that expresses yourself, and you're trying to build around that. I think people see that. I think people see that from you. They also see that that is tough. They see that it's tough, and it's a little frustrating for you, right? And that's okay. Gonna have to go through that. You're gonna have to go through the motions. Like that's that energy I see right there. It's like going through the motions for yourself, right? But that's okay. Like we all gotta be there. We all gotta go there in the beginning. I feel like this is something new or fresh. We all gotta get through that point to where how we build around what we're doing. It's uncomfortable, and like people see it, and they may notice our own frustrations, but that has nothing, like that ain't got nothing to do with where we need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about what other people see you doing and things of that nature. You got to focus on what you're doing, because the faster you do it, implement it, fail, and redo it, and etc. Like, the faster you'll reach where you need to go to the celebration and that success. So don't let external energies try to sway you. Like, don't let them sway you emotionally, because as soon as they do, then like your foundation will start fucking up and things of that nature. Especially as a fire sign, Aries, your emotional well-being is important. And then here's a Sag card. Here's the art card here. It's funny that I mentioned this card before, and it wasn't this card, but this card was here and going to come out in the whole reading itself, which is very interesting. Sag, I'm not sure if Sag energy is something that you may need to incorporate in your life, or embody this energy. You may need to incorporate certain attributes and aspects of your life. That's going to be the outcome. So I think the way you relate to certain things outside of you is going to lead to that art card, the Sag, the Temperance, to where you know how to incorporate certain elements into your life to make it work as a whole, right? So even in certain areas where you may have this creative thing or you have this job thing, like you're putting it together to make it work and build a foundation around it. Like that's where the celebration actually comes in, right? So I like that for you. I'm gonna pull the mystery confirmation card that's gonna give us confirmation that's needed throughout the reading. So let's tap in. We see air, we see earth, we see fire, we see two major arcanas. We don't see any water though. We could say that the art is a little bit of water because it's incorporating the water element. But yeah, so it could be a water card. Either water is absent because it's not needed, or as in like you have the emotional conviction towards what you're doing already. I think you feel as if you can do this already. So, or as if it's possible. That's why the water is not showing up here. It's just knowing when to incorporate certain water attributes at the end, with that art showing itself. But let's tap in here and let's see what the heck this is. I'm seeing a whole lot of wands, so I would not be surprised if this is a wands card. Looks like a discs, 5 of discs. Yes, 5 of pentacles, guys. Well, change is here. That's good. Like, change is here because, and you see, this is good though, because Aries, low key, you've had a lot of similar energies on the channel. If you've been tapping in, if you're an Aries that's been tapping into the channel for a little bit, you've had some similar energy. We've seen some similar energies come through your spread here and there, the last couple weeks in your readings. But here I'm seeing no similar energy, and I like this because this lets me know that you're realizing, you're seeing it. So you're incorporating the change where necessary, right? There is a change towards mental understanding, practical understanding, and your foundation. As above, so below. What happens in the mind what happens in heaven, so it is on earth. So Five of Pentacles, your mindset's understanding. So you're gonna don't be surprised when you see your foundational energy shift as well. Especially like even your values. The things in your life that you start valuing made your damn change as well. Pentacles, guys, the Taurus Earth energy is the Taurus energy. It deals with second house. It deals with values, and people, places, and things, right? And our values dictate what we want, what we uphold. Our values also dictate our routines, which is Virgo, and what we want to uphold, which is then Capricorn. It plays out through the house system. So always remember that the Taurus energy is first, values before anything, right? Of course, Aries, you're number one. You're the first house, self-identity. You got to understand who you are before anything. And I think you're kind of tapping into, at the end of the day, who you are at your core. I think the last couple of weeks you've been seeing who you are, right? And I think you're seeing where that change needs to happen for you to pursue the desired reality that you want to pursue, right? That you're looking to bring forth for yourself. And this lets me know that it is happening. I'm seeing it here through the spread. The fire and earth lets me know it's the vision and the action. It's the will and the tangibility, right? It's the two things that come together. It's the glue, the ability to say, all right, this is what I believe in, and acting on it without your feelings getting in the way, without your thoughts getting in the way. So this is something that you're incorporating, this understanding, which is good, and it is shifting your foundational energy. You may notice certain things change in the workplace as well. I'm hearing don't worry. It is a part of it's a part of the transition. That's why I see the Wands energy, the completion card, best path for you to walk down. There's something that you relate to. It could be a relationship specifically because it's a Venus energy, but you see, this is even finances. Like the old ways of the actions you used to take to get finances are changing. So even like how you take actions and how you initiate yourself towards the things you relate to is changing as a whole. So that in turn is going to shake your foundation a little bit. So don't be startled when you see that. I'm not surprised if if that card would have been like the Tower, or if we seen the Tower here as well. So with that being said, I just hope that gave you some clarity. As always, I'm watching from afar, rooting for you. It's MC 333. We Addy. Happy full moon.